Hello everyone, this is David from Automotive Press. A lot of people ask me what is the best handling sports car in the world. And of course, a lot of people say it's the Porsche 911. But I beg to differ because I think this 2022 Porsche 718 Boxster in the GTS version with the 4.0 six-cylinder engine is the best handling sports car in the world, especially for the price. It's definitely not a cheap car by any means, but in terms of the overall handling, the way the engine works with the tuning of the suspension and the chassis, well, this is probably the most glorious sports car you can buy for the money. So I'm taking this out for a little while with the top down, even in the winter time. And soon I will be able to tell you more about this sports car. For now, it's just a quick preview of what I love and what I'm not too crazy about this 718 Boxster. So let me give you a quick walk around. So even though everyone loves the Porsche 911, the 718 is the one to get if you really want a pure handling sports car that have all of the traditional and legacy attributes of what makes Porsche a true Porsche. That's because of the design of the car. Of course, it's a midship design, and also it's a lighter, smaller, more nimble car compared to the larger 911, because over the years 911 has become kind of like a grand touring of the sports car, where the 718, or in this case the Boxster, have kept all of the pure feeling of what makes Porsche a true Porsche. And this thing, especially with the 4.0 GTS version, it's one amazing engine. I mean, is it possible to drive anything else that's more fun? Well, yeah, if you want to spend 2 or 3 times more money, then there are better cars that performs more. But in terms of just pure performance for the money, there's nothing that comes close to this Boxster 4.0 GTS. Okay, let's start up the engine on this 4.0 GTS. Do you hear that wonderful engine sound? Because what you hear in this model is pure engine sound as opposed to exhaust sound. So here in this 4.0 GTS, everything that you hear is actually coming straight from the engine compartment in the back, and not from some kind of a fake exhaust sound. That is not what you get in this Boxster. It's the amazing engine sound and the engine feel that makes this 718 truly special model. You know what? I've driven every possible Porsche out there, and I've driven possibly every sports car in the world over the years, but there's nothing that comes as close as this one when it comes to just giving you a pure smile on the road. It's small, nimble, maybe somewhat traditional in terms of the interior design because it's pretty outdated inside. But you know what? It doesn't matter. Once you fire up that engine and you start driving, you forget all of the quirky things that makes this Boxster outdated, and the only thing you remember is the pure handling and the pure engine sound and the way it feels. It revs up like there is no tomorrow, and the handling on the road is pure performance. I love all things to do with Porsche, but not all Porsche handles well, but this one here is worth its price because it is definitely the best handling car for the money. So that's the beautiful engine sound. And even though we are in the middle of a winter, you can take the top down, crank up the heat, turn on the seat heater, and turn on the steering wheel heater. And you know what? It's actually pretty comfortable. You get a little bit of wind over your head, which is not too bad at all. On a day like this, it's cold but sunny and beautiful. You can actually enjoy convertible all year round, which is something that most people don't think about because they tend to lock up their convertibles and sports car for the winter. But at least here in the West Coast, we can still enjoy it all year round, which is an amazing thing. And I'm truly enjoying this convertible because of the type of driving enjoyment it offers. It is, you know what, perhaps the most memorable and the most amazing Porsche out there. And it's going to be really fun to drive this for over the next little while. Now, if you're looking for the latest technology or the best infotainment system, you're not going to find that in this 718 because it is quite outdated. I mean, everything you need is here, but the system is slow, it's very small in terms of the screen size, and you get just kind of bare essential. But it does have adaptive cruise control on this one with a brake mitigation system, so that is on this particular car. and it has most of the technology you want. And the Bose stereo system is actually quite good because the compartment is small, so it feels a little bit enclosed, but the sound system is actually quite good. But you definitely do not want to buy the 718 series. If you're the type of person who wants the biggest screen or the most amount of technology, you'll need to look elsewhere. As I mentioned, with the heater blasting and the temperature maximum, with all this heat coming through, it's quite comfortable even in the winter time. But what makes it really useful in winter or summer or whatever the weather happens to be is the fact that the top goes up and down really fast. So it allows you to quickly either close the top or open the top based on the weather, and that's what makes it very versatile even for a sports car. So let me show you how fast that is. So I'm gonna close the top first. So it all is complete automatic. It closes up and locks up. Window also closed up, and it's already ready to go. So if the weather is not so good, it begins to rain, I can close the top. Now let's see how fast it opens up. Push of a button and everything is automatic, unlike in the 718 Spider, which is a real hassle to take the top down and bring it up. But on this one, in the Boxster, is amazingly fast and very versatile and actually quite convenient. So allows you to take it into a convertible version very quickly. Now this red on red Porsche 718 Boxster is a bit bright for me. It's a bit of too much of a show off color, but it works well because it's a GTS. It's got the red exterior, the red interior with the black trims both for wheels and throughout the interior. And so the combination works very well in terms of the performance look. And I'm really enjoying driving this, even though it's middle of winter here. I'm going to continue to drive this for a little while and give you more update as I get to know this model a bit more. But for now, I just want to give you a brief overview of the 718. I'm sure you heard about this model a lot, so there's nothing super new, but it's a one amazing machine. I can't wait to tell you more about it as I drive this some more this week and maybe next week as well, if the weather permits. Until then, I'm signing off. Thank you so much for always watching. Please give me the thumbs up and subscribe if you can, because I'm going to give you a whole variety of different news, information, and reviews coming from my channel. Thank you again. Talk to you soon.